my bed, na 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 na.
Ride around with folk, call me Kobe 24.
What's going on, you guys? As the sport of boxing continues to thrive in 2022, new storylines are starting to develop. Older storylines are starting to reach the climax. But Devin the Dream Haney had an interview today, and he spoke about his career, his legacy, and the things that he really wanted to do in the sport of boxing. But what's most notable in this particular interview is what he had to say about Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis, as we know, got a fight coming up with Orlando Romero. Gervonta Tank Davis is one of the more popular names in the sport of boxing. He spoke about Floyd Mayweather once again, and he gets into a little bit more detail as of now how he feels about the current situation with Floyd Money Mayweather. Hit that like button for your boy. Give me that HBO special. That's to help a brother out special. We're on the road to 15,000 subscribers. But Devin the Dream Haney had an interview today with Aki TV. Salute to Aki TV. Had an interview, right? Exclusive interview. Spoke about George Kambosos and the things that Devin Haney is planning on doing in the sport of boxing. Devin Haney, out of all the younger fighters, he seemed to be the most consistent. Very consistent, right? He's taking the low cuts to look at the bigger picture, right? He's going through the gauntlet with George Kambosos. But one thing that got brought up in this interview is a conversation about Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank Davis said he's looking to face the winner of George Kambosos and Devin Haney. And Devin Haney called wind up, and he said he'll be love to fight these guys. Check it out.
Said that he want the winner out of Devin Haney and Kambosos. He want to fight the winner. That's what he said the other day. So what's your thoughts on him finally acknowledging you and saying that he want to fight you next?
That's good. That's good. I mean, I'm open to it. I'm open to fighting him. I'm open to fighting Loma. I'm open to fighting T.O. You know, I'm willing to make the biggest fights happen. I'm not ducking, dodging, nobody. And whoever it is, I'm willing to fight.
And after hearing what Devin Haney had to say, Devin Haney says he's all about the legacy. He's hoping to inspire the new generation of fighters, and not even just the new generation, but the older generation of fighters, to go for the big fights. And a lot of these fights can be made if you just put the pressure on them to make them. So Devin Haney is really turned out to be a fighter's fighter. And if everything works out for him in his fight with George Kambosos, sky's the limit for Devin Haney. I mean, the sport of boxing, the future of boxing is looking really promising, you guys. How will a fight between Devin Haney and Tank Davis will go, right? How will that fight go? This is something that we're going to have to talk about sooner than later, you guys. I know Spencer Crawford is the hot topic, but that is starting to reach its climax, and then soon it's going to be a conclusion. So now we have to look for the new storylines for the younger generation of fighters. Devin Haney is still really young in the sport, 23 years old. He accomplished a lot, got a lot of money, got a lot of things going for him. Gervonta Tank Davis is closer to 30 than he is to 20. How will the fight go between the two? Speaking of Gervonta Tank Davis, he had an interview on I Am an Athlete. Salute to them for the interview. Tank Davis spoke about Floyd Mayweather once again. And yeah, one may say the situation, the relationship status between these two guys is complicated, right? Check it out.
I mean, I can never take nothing away from Floyd because he the one got me out. He put me in a position to make money. You know what I mean? I never can, go against him. But sometimes it's time to, it's time to grow up and become your own man. That's all.
Now, after hearing what Tank Davis had to say, I mean, you got to look at it like this, people. On one end, he may feel like, man, I get tired of a lot of the Floyd's nonsense and the stuff that he be doing. Floyd Mayweather, he can really just rub me the wrong way. But on another end, he did a lot for me. He was like a big bro to me at the same time. So it's like, on one shoulder is this, on the next shoulder is that. Which way I want to go, I'm confused, right? Because Floyd did do a lot for Tank Davis. So that's just something Tank Davis as a man, he just has to sit there and work out. But as you heard him, he said that sometimes you just got to go your own way and do your own things. And Floyd Mayweather should be able to relate to this. He went through something similar, So, yeah, I mean, that's just one of those things these brothers going to have to work out, right? And I'm a fan of both guys. Hopefully they just can work it out. We don't need to see, these guys just going at it over this. We've seen Floyd go at it with a lot of dudes in the past. Adrian Broner, Floyd Mayweather. It seems like Floyd Mayweather is the common denominator in all these situations, right? But Tank Davis, Got a strap season on his neck. He's looking like he wants to go for legacy now. It seemed like a lot of these younger fighters today is inspired by legacy all of a sudden. It seemed like the years before 2022 and before, a lot of these guys were just about the money. And then the legacy was a thing that was on the back burner. But now a lot of these fighters seem to be motivated by legacy and showing the world that they're great. I wonder what sparked this fire in the sport of boxing, man. I'm really excited. But how will a fight play out between the two? I mean, of course, they had a sparring session back in the day. You know, you had heard rumors out how it went one way, then your Devin Haney comes out and say it went another way. That's cap. So, yeah, you just really never know. But how will a fight go between the two? Devin Haney has a lot of intangibles. He's still growing as a man. He has a lot of size. He's really one of the bigger lightweights. Gervonta Tank Davis, like I said earlier, he's closer to 30 than he is to 20. However, for his small stature, he packs a big punch. And he has all the talent and skill and experience in the world. So it should be an excellent fight if it happens in the near future. If I was Tank Davis, I'll be looking to fight him sooner than later, because as Devin Haney gets older, he's going to only become more of a problem. But yeah, you guys, that's the video. Tell me what you guys think. Devin Haney says he'll be open to fighting Tank Davis and anybody in boxing. He's looking to inspire the sport of boxing. And Tank Davis says that Floyd Mayweather did a lot for me. It'll be hard for me to turn my back on him. Like, subscribe, holler at your boy. Peace out.